Hello, we're recording on the TRV something. What are you? TRV270. TRV270. I now have these two new cameras, or two old new cameras, digital 8, both of them, this one and a TRV140, and I've repaired them both. Does the light work? Where's the light button? Light. Hey, and even the light works. So yes, recording now, just to test. This is a tape it came with that had some holiday stuff on there. Probably the last time this camera was used. Didn't have a date on it, unfortunately. I like when a tape has a date on it, so it gives you an idea of when it was last used and stuff. But yes, this one had the notorious C32 error, where you normally give it a bit of a slap, the whacker Sony method, and it gets it working. I did that, but it didn't work, and then I took the top half of the camera off, which is actually very easy to get to, and then used a Sony trick with using your nail rather than a tape cleaner. I tried a tape cleaner, but it wouldn't let me run it. So what I did, I tried to trick the camera. So I put the tape that it came with back in, pressed play, but then I instantly pressed and held the forward on button, so it didn't give it a chance to try and play it really. And then I put my nail and pressed it against the head at the top, which you can very easily on this camera. As it was said in, I think it's, I can't remember his name annoyingly, a YouTuber who does a lot of repair on these old cameras. I learnt the trick from him because I used to do a lot of camera repairs. Something Volt. I wish I had my phone to check. I'll leave it in the description. But 12 Volt, I think that's his YouTube channel. He's very, very bright bloke, and he's done camera repairs a lot over the years. Done many different electrical repairs, to be fair. But it was from his video that he posted some time ago, about a year ago, that I learnt that trick. But it works. It works really well. You don't even need a cleaning tape. Cleaning tapes are good, but as he points out, you know, they're not made by Sony anymore. They're long stopped being made by Sony, and they're only going up in price on eBay because they're so rare now. So to be able to do anything to clean the heads other than using a tape is handy, and I can use the tapes that I do have. I've got 3 of them. Luckily I bought a fair price before they went sort of extortionate per tape now on eBay. And I can use those tapes on other cameras like the TRV140 where you can't get access to the heads, well, not easily anyway. They're in the base of the unit. This one is actually at the top. So as I say, you lift the top chassis off, which is only 3 screws. And then as I said, for what I did to get it working, after the whacker Sony thing didn't work for me, put the tape in, as I say, press play, instantly held the forward on button though, and then just put my thumb and pressed it against the header so it was spinning quickly, and that removed the dirt, and within a few seconds it actually righted the problem. And this is how I'm now recording this in perfect recording. So it's not even glitching, there's no glitches at all, it's completely fixed the heads. I think a lot of these C32 errors at this point as well, if you're picking up cameras, sort of like this one was spares and repairs. A lot of the time it's because the camera's been left with a tape in it for so long. I purposely don't leave tapes in cameras. I don't recommend leaving a tape engaged in any mechanical thing you're leaving. It shouldn't cause a problem, but after a long time it being sat in that idle position, for in some cases years since somebody's last holiday, I think causes a lot of the problems. But the TRV140, the fault with that was very typical with a lot of them, with the actual pins that Sony used at the time to hold this little spinning wheel in place, came loose, and it wasn't inside the camera. And when I got the camera, I turned it up and side down, it was rattling. I was like, oh crap, something seriously wrong with it. But it was actually the thing underneath where the pin would hold in place, the roller. That's what I'm looking for. The roller had fallen out. The roller was in the camera, but the pin was not. But luckily I'd kept a spare from my PD100 when that completely gave up because the heads were knackered, so that camera was a write-off. But I kept the pin, and luckily it was the right size, so I snapped that into place, into the roller, and that is how I got the TRV140 working. But I wanted to share that information with you, because obviously the last video was just like two more for the collection, that's brilliant, and they're repaired, so that's great. I wanted to share that, but I thought I'd equally share how I did it, and this is what this video is. Anyway, that's it for this video.